Okay, this is a review and kind of a reaction, but I'm not gonna just go have a little face cam in the middle and down here and be like, oh wow, yeah, that's cool, yeah. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna review it. I'm gonna try to review it too. This is Rosebud, season 5. Okay, let's skip to the couch gag. I could have sworn that I've seen that couch gag before. Somewhere. Maybe earlier. I'm not sure where. Well, basically, they get repetitive with their couch gags, and I didn't notice until now. Oh yeah, with the whole Cape Fear and Monty Can't Buy Me Love stuff. I wish I knew the other episode that this freaking couch gag is from, because I know it's from another episode too. Okay, so I know that a musical will happen soon, something like that, or something kind of almost like musical, but I don't like that. I don't like musicals at all. But this is a Mr. Burns property. And it says trespassers will be shot, but it says free kittens inquire within. I'm overly assuming that happened. I'm overly assuming that Bart Simpson did that, or like Nelson or Jimbo. Jimbo is a kid that hangs out around Nelson that you probably don't know who I'm talking about. I don't understand why these guys are dancing over here. Kind of reminds me of that episode called Homer the Great that happens afterward. That happens like I think it's season 6, but like they're just going oh, and it just sucks. Yep, this is season 5. I'm gonna try to actually critic this, and I have never seen Mr. Burns actually live in this place, and I've seen at least 100 episodes. Did they choose a different place for him to live or something for this episode only? I might be wrong, but maybe my memory's screwed up. What are those things on their heads? Mr. Burns doesn't get a gun and tell them to leave or else they'll get shot. And he doesn't like try to get them off the property either. He just shushes them. Now, that's not very... Now, that doesn't make sense. Silly. Mr. Burns is just twitching around in his bed. Now, it'd be funny. It'd be funny if he was wearing a suit in his bed or something for no freaking reason. But, actually, that'd be kind of... I mean, the older episodes are kind of more emotional. Wonder what he's twitching about. I think it's something about his parents. Oh, I think this is Bobo, but I'm not quite sure. I think Maggie Simpson got it back from Mr. Burns when he lost it. And I'm surprised that his poor parents didn't take it away from him. Oh wait, I can't remember if he lost it or not. Okay, for a rich person, how is he so happy when he's a little boy and he's so poor in this icy area? So, that's what Mr. Burns' parents look like. I've never seen Mr. Burns' parents before. Yeah. These are his actual parents, not the person who's gonna pick him up. This is supposed to be a billionaire right here that just wants to pick him up or something. But why isn't his car super fancy? It's only like a little bit fancy. I guess that's a good way to prevent getting robbed. But I mean, if this is a fictional thing, I mean, it should, in fiction, it should be a really fancy or something, just to be obnoxious, but I would have made it really fancy if I wrote this episode. And look, right there, that looks like a freaking, that shack looks like the size of a freaking studio apartment or something. I wonder how cramped up inside that house is. Wait, his parents just called him Happy. That's a weird nickname. I wonder why they gave him that nickname. And they probably will never find out. But, oh, that's what his hair color used to be. And that's a scary looking shadow of a rich person. Would you rather live with your natural parents, or would you rather live with this billionaire? Now, it's sad how he freaking chooses the billionaire, and that proves right there that Mr. Burns is a sociopath. Of course he's fictional. He left Bobo in the snow. And he forgot Bobo, and somehow he gets attached later on and thinks he can get it back or something, and somehow gets it back. But I haven't seen that episode. But where the heck did he get these sunglasses? The billionaire didn't give it to him. Okay, so the billionaire just picks him up, and he just says nothing. Maybe his parents had to call off of the video, but I mean, shouldn't have the billionaire said something first? Or maybe they're trying to fit enough stuff into 22 minutes. But seriously. Well, his parents must be really empathetic if they run toward the billionaire car and saying, you lost your bear. That's sad how he just wants to leave his parents for a billionaire. I mean, money does not solve all problems. Well, it definitely doesn't solve, it doesn't solve everything. It might solve a lot of stuff, but not everything. And it causes more problems, too. Like, if you're a billionaire, you need bodyguards and really good security for your house or for your mansion or something. And that would be an added level of stress. It doesn't make sense that he wants to just jump into that car. Okay, his little brother George. That looks nothing like Burns' lost brother in season 8. Nothing like him. I mean, I know that they both have gray hair. I'm pretty sure that his name wasn't even George. I need to rewatch that episode. I know they both have gray hair later on. Oh wait, no. That was his son in that episode. What the heck is he holding? That was his son. I am so sorry. I got mixed up. Oh, they live in Kentucky? What? But maybe Mr. Burns used to live in Kentucky. Or maybe he's just singing Kentucky. Okay. That's pretty young to have glasses. Well, that's a pretty depressing scene of Bobo. Oh, that wasn't actually from from Bobo. He made a snow globe of Bobo, and he really wants his teddy. But, legit, at this point on, wouldn't it have been super deep down in a landfill by now? I mean, and almost impossible to get? Oh, never break snow globes. That's kind of funny, I guess. because it broke when it wasn't supposed to. Smithers asks, Mr. Burns is flailing around, sleep talking about and being really, really upset about Bobo. You know, wait, that is a really weird place to have a lamp. I wonder if he bumps into that too. But, Oh, he said he goes to. Oh, I meant Sheriff Lobo. I could have sworn that that Homer I think in this season. No. Near the end of season 4 in the episode Margin Chains. I'm pretty sure that he whines about Sheriff, that he'll miss Sheriff Lobo right before Marge shoplifts. Yeah, I wonder what Sheriff Lobo is. I haven't really seen it. I've just heard it mentioned by the characters. Okay, so Mr. Smithers says that he's getting prepared for Mr. Burns' birthday, and then Mr. Burns says that he won't get what he really wants for his birthday. That is not true. Even if it was lost deep down in garbage, if you had $1 billion, you could probably bribe a city $50 million to go dig through there and dig really, really hard, and you find it after like a year of digging around if you were really, really crazy. Now, that happened with those Atari 2600 cartridges in New Mexico. Anything is possible. Anything is. But it might be really hard, though. There are a bunch of different levels of hard. And so when he mentions that he can't get what he wants, Smithers daydreams about this. And before you think that the later seasons are of Smithers being gay, but like this is earlier seasons. It's always been there. I mean, that isn't a valid excuse to say that The Simpsons got bad, but it definitely did get bad. Oh, Homer Simpson really wants Sheriff Lobo to be back onto the television. I wonder why he likes it so much. I mean, they don't really I haven't heard it mentioned that much. I wonder if it'll be even mentioned in this episode at all. Oh, I don't see Marge wear that often. Or maybe I just barely noticed it. I wonder what that is. And that's like it's probably a weird sleep mask for her hair or something. This is Homer's daydream. He is very upset about Mr. Burns' birthday because he's going to get some terrible temporary job doing something that he doesn't like. I wonder why he's that upset. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. But then again, Mr. Burns is pretty crazy. This has nothing to do with him helping out Mr. Burns, but they stuck a bunch of hangers up his shirt and pants, and they're freaking laughing. All of his coworkers are, and that's mean. Wait! I thought the Simpsons got bad. I thought an argument for Simpsons getting bad was Homer being stupid, like in season 10. But there's evidence of him being stupid now. When did it actually start? Oh wait, so he's looking on the security camera, and he doesn't know what Homer's name is. Now this reminds me of, Who Shot Mr. Burns? He, doesn't know Homer Simpson's name. That's mean. And that's why that Who Shot Mr. Burns thing even happened. That was like 1/16 of why it happened, that's for sure. It is extremely mean for Smithers to call Homer a carbon blob. Maybe Smithers doesn't really like Homer Simpson. Okay, so he's preparing for Mr. Burns' birthday party. And he said, is poo-poo one word or two? You know, I hate false nostalgia because it's not all true. It's not all sunshines and rainbows. Because he's acting stupid right now. And this is season 5. Not season 10. Not season 11. Season 5. Oh yeah, so sometimes they say Mr. Burns is in his 80s. Sometimes they say he's like 102. I could have sworn they said more than one age for him. But, oh, that's why he's 102. Credits long life to Satan. Oh, he paid Satan $1 billion? That makes perfect sense. And how did even Satan come to the earth in the first place? Springfield's chopper. Why would they want everyone to know? Oh wait, it's Mr. Burns showing off with all his freaking money or something. And it doesn't make sense that a nuclear power plant would make this much money at all. I mean, I don't think a nuclear power plant in real life can make billions of dollars. Maybe he has some secret. Maybe it's a front business or something very suspicious. Who knows? Oh, so Homer is calling Mr. Burns incontinent, and he doesn't even know what that word means. He is acting so stupid right now. Oh, he has a golf club for some reason. Okay, so there's this cutaway. Oh wait, a cutaway? I thought that was only Family Guy. But there's a cutaway to Homer telling Flanders he smells like manure. And then he cancels a dinner party. Now that's not funny. He mentioned it before this cutaway. He mentioned it that that was part of roasting American tradition and criticizing and funny. But that isn't funny. That's silly right there. Smithers is showing off slides. And why would he want to be a boxer, and why would he want to do that low effort fake it? I know this is freaking 90s, but like, I mean, come on. Microsoft Paint existed then. It's not like you'd use Microsoft Paint, but I feel like Photoshop or something similar would have existed then. I mean, and he has tons of money. Why would he be that low effort? I mean, especially if he printed that newspaper to flex his muscles with how rich he is and how long he's lived. He hired a band and they said that this sucks right before they started playing. Now that kind of goes along the older Simpsons being more depressing. Kind of. But like, why would he say this sucks? Why wouldn't he be discreet about it? I'm not even sure if that's a celebrity. If those are celebrities or if that's fake. But knowing Simpsons' track record, there's pretty good chance that could be a celebrity. There are too many celebrities and celebrity guest appearances and crap. But I think the older stuff had less of them. Or at least wasn't as obnoxious. Oh, they wrote a song just for him. Just saying, "Happy birthday, Burnsy." If he hates it so much, why did he say it in the last second? Why didn't he just say no? Oh, they cussed Mr. Burns out right afterward. Why? I know that he's a rich scumbag, but that's like over the top. In real life, that would have never ever happened. He thinks those are the Rolling Stones and he wants Smithers to kill them. Now this is getting kind of crappy. That's for sure. But he can't do everything in this world. He can't. Well, I mean, this is freaking fictional, I guess. Horn. Wonder what that horn is. Whoa! Smithers got everyone in Australia to spell out Monty Burns. And he got so much stuff for his birthday party. And Smithers got that to happen, yet he's super depressed. This is so relatable. More like sad. But this is like relatable. Like he must have depression too or something. Or maybe he does. Maybe just really upset over Bobo and he acts like it's the best thing in the world. Oh, so this is the comedy skit with Homer. And he's just saying a bunch of insults to Mr. Burns. That's not very nice. And that's not really funny. In my opinion, at least. He's mooning right at his boss's face. And he'll probably get fired or something and come back the next episode. Or maybe not at all. Who knows? I want to know. And it's just a face. And wait, in season 8, Jimbo and Nelson, they were mooning. And it was uncensored. At least on the DVD. Why are they scared about showing? Maybe they just want to be that angle. And what the heck is that? That doesn't look like a flower. Wow. Wow, no wonder he got shot later on. Well, he ended, when Homer made a fool of himself, he ended his party. But, like, Mr. Smithers is being nice, and he's like, oh, look at all this cool stuff you have. And this is super rare, copy of the first draft of the Constitution, and some, pretty really rare art and stuff. And he's still upset. So I feel I can almost imagine someone rich in real life acting similar to him. Smithers is being so nice, and Mr. Burns is acting so mean to him. It's sad. I don't even understand why this episode is called Rosebud when it seems more like it's all about Bobo and Mr. Burns' feelings. Oh, so his bear washed down a stream. And some guy in New York grabbed him out of the stream. Now that's very sanitary now, isn't it? Well, this seems kind of weird. And aren't there so many freaking teddy bears in the world that'd be almost impossible to find it again? And so this doesn't make that much sense. I can kind of understand digging the ET Atari 2600 cartridges out of a landfill. But, I mean, it's a freaking teddy bear. There's millions of them. It's going to be almost impossible to find it. And he ends up finding it, I'm pretty sure. So, apparently, the person responsible for the person that was in charge of Germany during World War II, got his bear. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It's just silly for being silly. Oh, so somehow it ended up on the North Pole, and it got frozen in an ice block. Now, that doesn't make sense whatsoever. Now, I would have almost expected it to end up in the landfill or something, and him digging it out or something. But it's gone on this extreme journey that makes no sense whatsoever, for the sake of making no sense. And, I mean, doesn't the North Pole not really exist? Like, there's no land up there. Wouldn't this be happening? Maybe they mean like northern Finland or something. I don't know. But like the true North Pole, there wouldn't be land up there. The North Pole does exist, but I'm pretty sure there's no land on the exact North Pole. So the ice went to the frickin' Quickie Mart, and there's a teddy bear in one of the bags of ice. That is Bobo. But then again, when Mr. Burns gets his freaking Bobo back, how the hell on earth does he recognize it? I mean, even with freaking Beanie Babies, like maybe there's like 200 different kinds of Beanie Babies. This is just an overgeneralization, but there's probably hundreds. Maybe there's like a million of each. It's like, how the heck do you tell the difference? Unless DNA evidence or something, and if it's gone through that many hands, it'd probably be really, really hard to tell the DNA evidence. So this makes absolutely no sense whatsoever, for making no sense whatsoever. And why the heck does the ice come from the frickin' North Pole? When you can just use a frickin' freezer. This is frickin' the 90s. This isn't like 1500s. Oh, so Bart still has the ice. And he just throws the teddy bear on the ground and Maggie picks it up. Now, I wonder why Maggie will take it to Mr. Burns when she probably doesn't have that much of a concept of what's going on in the first place. Oh, so he actually has something that says Bobo on his teddy bear, but the thing is, it was floating around in a stream in 1927. Even if it somehow did survive, it'd be very, very difficult for it to say Bobo for that long. And that Bobo looks like it was freshly drawn on. That does, and it's all falling apart. He freaking put stickers for Bobo on milk cartons, and he's asking the news station to find it. Okay, even if he was a billionaire, wouldn't this be bad for his business and cause him, and wouldn't stockholders of his business want to sell all the shares and have him go out of business, or like have a major hit and blow his business? This doesn't make any sense, how he has this kind of money. How can he have the functions of his business to keep on going? So Homer found out that it was a Burns's Bobo, but Bart wants to send the eyeball through the mail to Mr. Burns, and they just want like a whole bunch of freaking money for it or something. And Lisa's like, let's just send this to Mr. Burns. I think I agree with Lisa on this one, because Mr. Burns seems extremely overly emotional. And if Homer acted not greedy, maybe Mr. Burns would give him more money. Oh, So now Marge is siding with Homer. I've expected Marge to side with Lisa. That's weird. So Mr. Burns says that he's poor right after Homer hands over Bobo, and then it starts raining gold coins, and his ceiling collapses. So Mr. Burns is a big fat liar, and why would he want to pay him a reward at all? Even if it wasn't like a gazillion dollars, why not like $500 or a promotion or something for Homer? He is very mean. So now they're agreeing to $1 million and 2 Hawaiian Islands. Wait, Hawaiian Islands aren't for sale. And an island would be like, at least a tiny one would probably be at least $10 million. And Mr. Burns owns Hawaii? What? That makes no sense. Silly. But like, come on. Why can't he get, even if Maggie is really upset, why can't he get her a different teddy bear? There are millions of teddy bears out there. So Mr. Burns didn't fire him, but Mr. Burns tried to break in their house twice and failed. And oh yeah, why didn't he get in trouble for that? Why didn't he get arrested for that? That doesn't make any sense. And now his boss is making someone whip him. Why can't they just negotiate? I'm not even sure if he has the Bobo yet. I can't tell if he stole it in the second robbery or not. Attempted robbery, I think. Oh, so Maggie actually has the bear still. So it was 2 failed robbery attempts by Mr. Burns. Well, why? I thought he wanted tons of money from Mr. Burns. Wow. He could buy Maggie 100 teddy bears with $1 million. Well, at least 100 teddy bears and have a bunch for himself. And everyone else. Oh wow, this is getting really, really crazy. Oh, I give this episode at least an A+ on the emotional scale. But not, I don't know. But he took over all the freaking channels. And how does that even happen? And I'd expect it on Futurama, but not on here. And every time he changes the channel, he's like, Homer, give me the bear. Give me the bear. Why? But like, seriously, why would you get that attached over a teddy bear in the first place? I can't believe Mr. Burns is actually getting to this point. So he's acting like he's gonna ruin the entire city if Homer does not give in, and by doing a whole bunch of bad things, not blocking out the sun, but doing a whole bunch of bad things. That I forget for what he said, and I don't know why I forgot it so recently. I could go back, but I don't feel like it. And Barney was pointing a gun at him and threatening to and saying, give him the bear. And then Homer didn't act scared at all. That's such a stupid thing to act on. He just slammed the door. When he had a gun pointed at him. Okay, so what he's doing, he's diverting trucks from Springfield. How do you do that? That doesn't make sense. Does he have like a gazillion trucks? Not a gazillion trucks. I mean, does he have like a gazillion... Does he have like a gazillion little things? Controlling the trucks? That sounds borderline science fiction. Oh, he's drying out the town? I wonder if he means that by alcohol or water. I wonder which one he's gonna make super, super dry if Homer doesn't give in to what Mr. Burns wants. That freaking beer right there. Okay, so since Nelson's parents are an alcoholic, he can't have any booze. His parents can't have any booze anymore. I'm assuming that Mr. Burns meant dry, as in alcohol. How does he freaking just randomly control the alcohol? Just because you have a few $1 billion doesn't mean you're God. I mean, doesn't the government have any sort of control here at all? Especially with the 2 attempted robberies. Why are they making fun of Bart? Why don't they annoy Homer instead? So there's a big, giant, angry crowd. It looks kind of like the Simpsons movie right now, but a lot less detailed. This just kind of reminds me of the Simpsons movie. Why are they putting up so much of a fight over a freaking teddy bear? Jeez. Well, the angry crowd busts down their house and grabbed the bear. What the hell? The freaking angry mob. Once Maggie started crying over the bear, they gave back the bear to Maggie. What the heck? What the heck? This story is just so all over the place. It's ridiculous. Now Skinner's saying that everyone should sing at the hospital instead of worry about the bear. What? That sounds like something Ned Flanders would say, not Principal Skinner. Principal Skinner would probably be like, let's go to the store and look at the different kinds of erasers. So now Burns is just begging him for the gazillionth time. What the heck? This is so weird. So Mr. Burns, when Homer says that it's Maggie's instead, Mr. Burns goes up to Maggie, and he acts like he tries to be nice to her or something, and then Maggie hands Mr. Burns her pacifier, and Mr. Burns starts sucking it, and then some stalker picture Mr. Burns. Wow. And then he's like, damn you paparazzi. But like seriously, why is he this desperate for this freaking pear? That Maggie. Well, why does Maggie care so much? It's just ridiculous. Why doesn't he just yank it out of her hands or something and hand her a different bear? Now the paparazzi's stalking him even more. Well, when he can't even rip the bear out of Maggie's hands, and he's all panting and exhausted. This is ridiculous. And look how gross that is. I mean, if I were him, I'd freaking throw that away. I wouldn't care if it's freaking 80 years old. He freaking gave up? This story is all over the place. I don't know what's gonna happen next. So freaking crazy. He gave up. He doesn't seem like he'd want to give up. Just freaking rip it out of Maggie's hands or something. Come on, he's already freaking really crazy. Oh! And then when he acts really sad about it, Maggie hands it to him. This just does not make any sense. I thought Maggie cared tons and tons and tons about this bear. But now Maggie feels bad for him. That's just so weird. Now he said the biggest lie ever. He said that he's gonna be good from now on and never lie. And not lie and be nice to everyone. But the thing is, he's not gonna end up doing that. Because you know his freaking behavior. It keeps on going on like this. He keeps on being a freaking scumbag. Well, at least most of the time. Is this a happy ending or is this a sad ending? Homer wants to know. I'm confused too. I feel this story is legit all over the place. Weird. Oh, so apparently Bobo is supposed to Mr. Burns is supposed to live forever. And he found Bobo 1,000,000 years from now. You can see all the pent-up science fiction-y stuff. And why they eventually made Futurama. But there's always some science fiction references on a rare occasion, it seems. And how the heck did it survive for 1,000,000 years? I mean, why hasn't it disintegrated yet? Even freaking humans. This is ridiculous. And this has nothing to do about Rosebuds at all. Maybe Rosebud is an emotional state or something? I don't know. I've never heard it be referenced as an emotional state.